almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Vonleh's checked in for Jefferson. Zeller comes in for Williams. And Stevenson's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Mr. Perfect in for Williams. Phillips in at 2-guard. Vonleh is out there with Zeller. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Stevenson in at the 3 side. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Jennings against Walker. Jennings with the bucket.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
And Walker kicks to Stevenson. The pass to Phillips. Off target from outside. Pistons trail by 10. Now Jennings. He's coming off a 19-point game against Minnesota. Offensive rebound. The lead now cut to single digits. 6 points here for Drummond.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Michael Kid Gilchrist is developing his jump shot, but he's got everything else in his game. As Coach Steve Clifford said, first, he's an A1 competitor, and he's one of the few guys in the league that can night in and night out defend primary scorers and make it hard on them. He's team first. He just brings so much to our team. Gentlemen, back to you.
A great energy player, Doris. Thanks. Drummond with a screen on Walker. Outside, Meeks. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got 3 assists now in this one. Charlotte leading by 8. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 22. Again, the Hornets score.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Meeks passes to Jennings. Drummond with a screen on Walker. Prince fires. And Detroit again with the bucket.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Well, Tayshaun Prince, a terrific player in his time with that championship Detroit Pistons team in years past, but his decline over the last 5 years has been noticeable. Ever since he hit 30, it's been downhill.
And for Prince, now 34 years of age, with this season and next left on his contract.
Yeah, still a smart veteran who doesn't make many mistakes, but it's certainly clear that his best days are behind him.
Kemba Walker, quick, got a great handle on the ball. He's a blur in transition. And what I like about him, he's always looking to push the tempo for easy baskets, and he's tough, not afraid of the moment.
Rocket 6, Prince misses. Charlotte leading by 10. Outside, Walker. Stevenson drives in. Here's Phillips. That one a little long. The Pistons have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. And that one's good. And Walker tough to stay in front of, but yet Clark, he's become a great finisher around the rim.
Well, you know, you have to be able to do that at his size. He's listed at 6'1", which I think is really generous. He's more 5'10"-ish, 5'11". And he understands that's an area that he has to continue to expand and add to be the potent offensive player he's capable of being. If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Jennings with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson. Outside Prince. Outside Meeks. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Mr. Perfect's got 5 rebounds tonight. The shot no good. Prince with the defensive effort. Here's Meeks. 12 points his last outing. And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That's his first foul. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. No good on that last second attempt there. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Hornets lead by 8. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I don't try to force it on offense, good things happen. That's why I've had success here early on. Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
Okay, eyes up front, guys. Our fans are really liking what we've done so far, and so am I. Let's go through some things. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. But we've shot the ball well, I'll give us that. And it's because we've had great shot selection. We've made really good choices with the ball. And in terms of pace, I'd like to see us calm it down once the third gets started. We shouldn't be in any kind of rush. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break. Williams, he's checked in for Vonleh. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Lance Stevenson. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kemba Walker. Detroit also making some changes. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Tolliver. For Meeks, and it's Jackson in for Brandon Jennings. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Andre Drummond is out there with Tayshaun Prince. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Phillips, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. Pistons trail by 14. Jackson drives in. He dishes it to Caldwell-Pope. The baseline J. Prince misses.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hip.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Charlotte.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Hornets leading by 17. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, second overall pick back in 2012. And Clark, as you know, an NCAA champion. You saw it firsthand with Kentucky.
Yeah, you know, I like his disposition. I love his motor. I mean, his defense, his size, athleticism. He's an excellent rebounder for his position and size. He can defend up to 3 or 4 positions on the court. You know, you look at him, and I don't like to compare guys, Kevin, but, you know, he reminds me a bit of a young Gerald Wallace type.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's Williams with the drive. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And Drummond kicks to Jackson. Dinwiddie passes to Caldwell-Pope. Drummond dishes to Caldwell-Pope. 4 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Caldwell-Pope's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nice soft touch to drop that one
in. Williams against Jackson. Williams passes to Phillips. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And that's now 27 points for Mr. Perfect. Pistons trail by 18. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Into Drummond. Pass to Dinwiddie. The drive by Jackson. It's rebounded by Phillips. Mr. Perfect's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And that one's good.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 5 now. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Outside Williams. Pass to Phillips. Fires the 3. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. For Detroit, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Guys, this has been one of the...
I like it. I like it.
All day long.
Last year from the free throw line.
Zeller, he's checked in for Charlotte. Kemba Walker comes in for Mr. Perfect. Lucas is checked in for Detroit. Charlotte making some changes. Lonley's checked in for Cody Zeller. Lance Stevenson comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Henderson for Mo Williams. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Detroit. Jennings comes in for Drummond. Perry in the backcourt, it's Walker and Henderson. Inside, you have Vonleh and Jefferson. And it's Stevenson in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Vonleh. Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Lance Stevenson. Williams, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And a different look here for the Pistons. Joel Anthony's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Tolliver comes in for Meeks. Sean Williams checks in for Jackson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Brandon Jennings. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Mr. Perfect. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris.
Tell you what, he's not going to win any high jump competition, so it's a good thing he doesn't have to go too far to get to the rim.
I'm not sure he could, or any of us could slip a piece of paper under him when he takes off.
It doesn't matter much, so, Kevin, because he's such a big man. I mean, if he gets positioned, forget about it.
Outside Jefferson. Here's Mr. Perfect, picked by Williams. Clock at 6. Here's Phillips, and he hits the jump shot. Mr. Perfect's got 31.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Lucas kicks to Tolliver. Back to Lucas. Pass to Dinwiddie. He feeds it to Lucas. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
That's a nice hoop for a guy that typically doesn't score a lot.
Charlotte leading by 23. 1:41 left in the fourth. Williams dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Lucas. Phillips, no luck, and Detroit the other way now.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for Charlotte.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to him.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
Well, this win gives them a victory in round one of what's basically a 4-game fight between these teams this season.
And it will be a fight, Steve. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra meaning for the players.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for the self-proclaimed Mr. Perfect. Now, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got. Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
From the wing, that's good.
They're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Gerald, this team seemed intent on winning and setting the pace of this game from early on. Was that a primary focus to dictate tempo?
I mean, that's a key for us to come out from the beginning. You know, we usually have pretty good first quarters. You know, our problem's been just sustaining it. So, you know, we did that tonight, and, you know, thankfully we won. Congratulations,
Gerald. Guys, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.